Hello my dear students, welcome to your class. As last class we discussed the topic impact of migration on the country of origin and the host country under the chapter migration. Today we will be discussing the topic brain drain. As like in the early classes, the discussions that we made related to migrations of people with its impact, both economic, social, we got to see that either of the countries were affected because of the migration. That is the host country as well as the source country. Even with brain drain, it happens to be the same, that it affects both the source country as well as the host country. But when we talk about brain drain, as the term brain, it actually refers to intellectuals, that is educated people. So when educated people migrates from one country to another, so that is where we use the term brain drain. So in simple meaning, we say it's a migration of skilled population, that is intellectuals. And it usually happens from a developing nations to the developed nations. And there are various factors, or we can say causes, that leads to brain drain. So these causes or factors let's discuss as push factor and pull factor. Let's talk about push factor first. Standard of living, lack of employment, and discrimination in recruitment and promotion in the job, lack of freedom at work, social and political problems, that is mostly conflicts, wars, political instability, or you can say even the higher crime rates, and lack of poor health and education system in the host country results in people to move to the developed nations, mostly the intellectuals when they move. So this results in brain drain from the source country. While the host country, they always have a lot to attract to these people, the intellectuals or the skilled labor. So under that factor, we see improved standard of living, better job facilities and healthy working condition, better health and education, and no political conflicts or no political instability always attracts people to that particular country, resulting to skilled labor come to these places. So this is how brain drain are caused, or factors that affects the brain drain. Now with the brain drain taking place, the question arises, how does it impact the society? Or how does it impact the host country or the source country? So we get to see either of the impact. One we talk as the positive impact, the other as the negative impact. So let's first talk about the positive impact. The educated people who moves are always offered a better job opportunities in the host country. They get jobs according to their intellects. So this is where it becomes a positive impact. The second case, this migrants, when they travel to, or when they move to the developed states or country, when they get a very good job opportunities, they will be paid very well. So the wages they earn, a good wages that they earn, it is sent back to their country or to their state, their hometown. And this helps in economic status to improve of that particular source country. At the same time, when these migrants after certain years return back to their place, they will be bringing the skill for whatever they had learned or they have learned in the countries that they had visited. So this always leads to an improvement of their conditions, that is development of their own society with the skills that they gather and return back. While on a negative note, what we see is that the source country always loses good number of skilled people, and also these very people are the taxpayers, so hence the revenue of the country is affected. There is always a loss of economy, education, health and innovative ideas in the country, as because most of the intellectuals are moving out of the country. And then there is always loss of confidence in economy. The country which loses large number of skilled labor are not confident enough to get something in terms of the developmental work or some technological progress to be made in their country. So this is where we get to see the negative impact. Now, since brain drain is taking place, we cannot completely put a halt to these brain drain, especially in areas where political instabilities are in high rates. But these brain drain can be to some extent reduced with certain facilities when provided to the population or migrants in reality who are migrating to the other places, but they are the real population of that country. So when we provide good and better opportunities to the people residing in our own country, then to some extent we see that brain drain is curbed or it can be controlled. So what are to be provided? When we talk about it, then the first thing comes is increase in job opportunities and research opportunities always attracts our skilled laborers or a skilled worker to remain back in the country and make technological progress in the country. The second point is we need to improve the education, health facilities in India, and at the same time we should provide a higher wage rate to the earners within the country. And then last but not the least, we need to see the provisions of world-class technology, as we have to match up with the technologies that is coming day by day in this world. We have to match up with the technologies that the developed countries uses. So that will always curb or reduce the effect of brain drain. Thank you very much, class. You all have a good time. Stay safe and stay healthy.